Hello, and welcome to the Grand Valley community. Living on campus is an important part of the college experience at Grand Valley. It is one of the easiest ways to make friends, build community, and get a taste of independence. As your students start this new journey, we get that adjusting to college life can be intimidating, and housing and residence life, we aim to enrich their academic journey in every way.
Remember, all incoming first-year students, whether they're fresh out of high school or have earned credits through dual enrollment or middle college programs, live on campus for at least their first year at Grand Valley. This ensures that they're in close proximity to campus resources and can succeed socially as well as academically. Once your student is admitted to GVSU, it's time to figure out what specific housing situation is best for them. They can either submit a housing application and contract or request a residency exemption through the My Housing portal. We highly recommend getting the housing application done as soon as possible. The earlier, the better.
Being a first-year student comes with unique challenges, which is why we have specific communities just for them. This makes it easier to build community and help new students adjust to college life. Mostly located in the North Campus neighborhood, first-year housing options include traditional, cluster, suite, and 1 or 2 bedroom apartment-style residences. All of these options are conveniently located within walking distance of dining options and campus resources. First-year students also have the option of living on South Campus neighborhood, just a 10-minute walk from North Campus. Here, first-year students can have the chance to interact with older students who share similar academic interests. It's a fantastic opportunity to make connections and get academic support.
In housing and residence life, we are more than just a place to live. We prioritize 5 pillars: community building, academic success, civic engagement, social justice, and wellness. Through these pillars, we aim to help students grow and make real, meaningful connections. As part of the Division of Student Affairs, we often collaborate with campus partners to achieve success in our 5 pillars. We work closely with student affairs departments so your student feels welcome and supported at Grand Valley. You will also see housing regularly partner with other campus resources to make sure students receive a complete and holistic experience.
In our housing curriculum, our team of full-time Living Center directors and resident assistants are key players. They organize events, mediate conflicts, and ensure our community living standards are upheld to create a safe and just environment. Beyond safety, they are experts in campus resources, providing support to residents and community building. Through intentional conversations like Laker Chats, we encourage connections and address concerns right away.
On-campus housing has many amenities. Wi-Fi, laundry, and flexible furniture are just a few. Each neighborhood has a front desk with staff who can help with lockouts, lost key, and other housing info. Front desks are typically staffed from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends. If your student is in the North Campus neighborhood, the Holton Hooker Learning and Living Center front desk is their go-to resource for housing questions. If they are in the South Campus neighborhood, they can find their housing front desk at the Blue Connection. For the Pew Campus neighborhood, students can head over to the Winter Hall front desk. Allendale residents can expect to pick up all the mail at the Ravines Mail and Package Center. Downtown residents can grab theirs at Winter Hall. When sending mail or packages, make sure you and your student are using the right address format. Otherwise, your student may not receive their mail. You can find all the details during move-in or on the housing website. Once a student's mail or package is ready to be picked up, they'll be notified via their GVSU student email. We want you to know that the safety of our on-campus residents is our #1 priority. Residential buildings are locked 24/7. To get in, your student will need their student ID and a 4-digit PIN. For their room or apartment door, they will either use their student ID or a brass key, depending on their housing assignment. If your student loses their ID or key, they will have to purchase another one, so remind them to keep it in a safe place. Most students tie their key to a lanyard, wallet, or keychain that they use every day, so it never gets left behind.
Every student will also have access to free laundry. Washers and dryers are all set up in each building with no charge for residents. Students will need to bring their own detergent and other laundry supplies. Our washers are high efficiency, so we recommend high efficiency detergent for fresher smell and less energy usage. Students will also have access to free Wi-Fi. Students can log in with their GVSU network ID and their password. If they prefer a direct connection, there are Ethernet ports in every room. Every room will also come fully furnished. All on-campus rooms and apartments come with a twin extra long frame and a mattress, desk, chair, and dresser. Some rooms might have a wardrobe, while others have a built-in closet. Nothing can be removed from the unit, but students can decorate their room to add a personal touch. However, before you and your students go on a shopping spree, double-check our housing knowledge base for the prohibited items list.
Even if it's after hours and the front desk staff are unavailable, students can still get help 24/7 using the on-call duty system. During the day, students can reach out to their floor RAs or their front desk, but at night, they can reach out to the RA on duty. Your student can find RA duty numbers posted on the doors of each building and around the floors, making it super easy for them to reach out if they are locked out or need assistance. Numbers may change during university breaks or closures, but there's always someone ready to lend a hand.
With countless amenities and safety protocols, we hope that your students feel at home at GVSU. But what happens if they don't? Once your student signs that contract, it is binding until the end of the academic year. This means that they're contractually obligated for the housing fees through the winter semester. If your students were to drop all of their classes, they've had 72 hours to check out of housing. Students are not able to live on campus if they aren't enrolled in classes.
Once your student applies for housing and plans to live on campus for the whole year, it's time to take a look at who they want to live with. There are 2 phases in roommate and room selection at GVSU. Phase 1 is all about choosing who to live with. We make it easy with My College Roomie, an online matching and friend-finding platform. Once students submit their housing application, they'll get an invite to activate their My College Roomie account. They should set up their profile and complete the matching questionnaire to find a potential roommate. Even if they already have someone in mind, going through this process is still a good idea. Once your student has their roommate, it's time to choose where they want to live. When their selection window opens, make sure their preferences match their roommates to ensure that they will be placed together. The timing of their selection window depends on their housing application date. So, the earlier they apply to Grand Valley, the sooner they get to pick their room. Don't worry, we'll send out plenty of reminders before selection opens. It's always a good idea for students to keep an eye on their GVSU email for important information.
Don't forget to take advantage of our self-guided, self-paced tour and check out all of our showrooms while you're here on campus. Our staff will be available to answer any questions you might have. We recommend that you check out as many different housing styles as possible. Availability can impact where students ultimately get assigned, so it's good to get a sense of what each option includes. You'll also have access to digital and physical maps of all of our showrooms. We make a point to encourage all of our students to get active on campus, find their community, and utilize campus resources. You can support your students' step forward into their college experience by taking a step back. We know that less involvement in your student's life can be both difficult for the student and the supporter, but housing and residence life is always here to help. As your student becomes an active member of the GVSU community, it's important for them to follow the community living standards, university policy, and local law. If your student needs a refresher, visit the Housing and Residence Life Knowledge Database. Your student's name is on the housing contract, so students should remember to advocate for themselves when they are experiencing a problem or issue in their home or community.
Moving away from home can sometimes be overwhelming for your students and even their supporters, but our staff is ready to help with any questions or concerns you may have. Living on campus is one of the best ways to immerse yourself in the Grand Valley community. Remind your students to submit their housing application today and start living like a Laker.